In 2013, Jefferson County Public Library envisioned a new model for library service. We looked at trends in public libraries. We researched best-in-class library services in other communities. We sought input from our patrons and residents. We got great ideas from staff. And we began to envision a modern library, offering the tools and services people need to succeed in the 21st century and beyond. Our vision builds on a long tradition of excellence, capturing innovative ideas and trends in library services, and responding to expressed community needs to create a whole new patron experience. So, let's begin. Let's imagine a great library. Here are some of the things we do to create a deeper understanding of the problems our residents are trying to solve in their lives and the library's role in helping to solve them. In 2010, we worked with an independent research firm to implement a county-wide resident survey to set a baseline of customer attitudes toward the library. We'll refresh that survey in 2017. We interviewed more than 150 key stakeholders about the library, gaining valuable feedback that should serve us well in the years to come. We solicit regular periodic feedback from library patrons, and we compare our performance against a basket of peer libraries. This year, we'll also complete an exhaustive demographic study of library neighborhoods. This will help us to identify underserved areas in the county and develop targeted programs to address community needs at a grassroots level. And finally, we'll host a number of community input meetings, like the one you're attending today, to solicit resident input on the kind of library services they'd like to see. South County can be an area that's hard to define. Initially, we're looking at an area south of Highway 285, north of C-470, stretching west from Sheridan to include the Kincarroll subdivision. We'll refine these boundaries based on data from our demographic study. So what do we know about this service area? It's home to more than 130,000 people. It's currently served by the Columbine Library on West Bowles, a 30,000 square foot library that was built in 1989 when the population was only around 55,000. We also offer once-a-week bookmobile service on Saturdays at the shopping center at Schaefer's Crossing and Kincarroll Parkway. The Columbine Library is one of our busiest libraries. More than 440,000 people walk through the doors of the library every year, and they borrow more than 1 million items every year, more than 2,900 items every day. A key element of our new service model is offering materials and resources that respond to demonstrated community interests and needs, including more popular materials, more children's books, more digital content, including e-books. Every year, we complete a rigorous analysis of circulation trends to understand what materials our patrons demand most. Then we focus our buying on the items our patrons use the most. In addition, because Columbine is one of our larger facilities, it will also have materials that represent a broader range of authors, titles, and subject areas, including older titles with lasting values. Next, let's talk about staffing. As information needs, communication channels and circulation tools have evolved, so has the nature of library work. We're developing expertise in core service areas for kids and families, teens, adults, special populations, and more. We've created new roles that focus on areas of specialty and outreach. For example, we now have a book-a-librarian service for one-on-one research help for somebody needing extra help with a job search, starting a new business, or figuring out their new phone, laptop, or e-reader. We've also created roles to improve our behind-the-scenes efficiencies, for example, so that we get materials back out on the shelf within a day of being returned. We've increased the number of Spanish-speaking staff so that now at the Columbine Library, there's at least one bilingual employee in the library whenever it's open. Another important trend we're responding to is the increase in internet use. For many people, our digital library is the primary way they use the library. So we're working on a long-term digital strategy to give patrons the technology tools and training they need to access global digital information. We started with an overhaul of our website, jeffcolibrary.org. We're updating our technology and bandwidth to provide fast and convenient access to the Internet 24/7. And we'll be working to provide the technology tools residents would like to see. We'll transform library spaces to make them warm and inviting, with comfortable seating and places for people to gather and hang out. We envision cleaner sight lines so that patrons are able to see the most commonly used areas the minute they enter. We'll showcase high-interest materials. We'll make maximum use of natural light. We'll fix identified issues like acoustics. We'll update furnishings and finishes. We'll create more intentional spaces for kids, teens, and adults. We'll create spaces for creation and collaboration. These are just a few of the things you can expect to see. The rest will evolve from our community input meetings and the demonstrated needs and interests of South Jeffco residents. Our goal is that residents of all ages will be able to find an area of the library that fits them just right. We're also working on library programming to align our programming with strategic initiatives in the area of literacy, education, economic development, aging well, and community engagement. We plan to leverage community assets and create collaborative partnerships so that we can extend our reach and impact in a very cost-effective way. And we'll expand our evaluation to focus on outcomes. It's not enough to know how many kids we serve. We want to know that we're supporting shared community outcomes, such as kindergarten reading readiness, high school graduation rates, employment rates, and new business development. That's a tall order, and it won't happen overnight. But by aligning programs with expected outcomes, we ensure a stronger alignment with community needs. We are also increasing our emphasis on partnerships and outreach so that we're contributing our core competencies and leveraging others to participate in community-wide initiatives. For example, we're now providing early literacy story times at the Ken Carroll Ranch House using library resources to reach a whole new audience and strengthen the literacy skills of South Jeffco kids. And we've launched a dial-in book club so that South Jeffco residents who can't get to the library can still interact with others and share their love of reading and learning. So, these are the basic tenets of our new service model. Now, with your help, we have the chance to bring it all together with the Columbine Library remodel and expanded South County services. We look forward to giving South County residents the library services they want and deserve. Jefferson County Public Library is excited to be embarking on this journey with the South Jeffco community and to see what we imagine become a reality for all of us.